Hello everyone, it's Amy and welcome back for week 31 of budget crafting. Today we are going to make some fun Fetti tissue paper. And so I just have a piece of tissue paper here, regular tissue paper, and then also a piece of pattern paper from Sewing Patterns. And I just think this is really cute. I like the way that it turned out. And it just reminds me of like the funfetti cake. So I thought that I would just show you how to do it. And it's so simple. It makes great backgrounds. You can put it on as a background for a card or on your junk journals, on pages or on tags. So this is just a piece of, it's just a piece of pattern paper like this. And you could even do it on the pieces that even have like this has got a cool arrow on it. As a matter of fact, it's a little wrinkly. Normally, if I'm going to stamp on it, I would iron it first, but since I wasn't planning on really doing it, I'm just going to kind of try and smooth it out a bit. And I'll try and hold it down as I'm stamping. But it doesn't really matter because it's, you know, funfetti. So to make the original one here, what I used for my little stamps was, this is a little star, and then this is a little snowflake. These both came out of like the little sticky back stickers, that fun foam stickers for kids. And so, and I just put them on a chess piece, and that is what I used for the first ones. But I thought you may not have these or something to put them on, so we're going to do a super simple one today. And so, you know, funfetti really usually is like long little strips. So I thought, why not just take the rubber of a pencil and very carefully, don't cut yourself. You could also even like set it on your table, but just carefully cut down, and then go ahead and we're going to look at where did we cut it. We cut it right there. Okay, so, and then just cut over, but don't go too far because you don't want to cut through. There we go. And I'm going to take that off of there. And then I'm going to just come over here, and again, be very, very careful. And I'm just going to cut down. And then, yep, I could pull it right off of there. So now we actually have a little strip. And then it's a matter of whatever types of inks you have. It doesn't have to be anything special. You can use permanent ink so that you know it will not smear or run if you put something, if you put any kind of water on it. I'll fix that later. And so you could use permanent inks for that. These are distress inks, so they will move around if I put something wet on top of them. Not sure if I'll like that or not, but I may do some with permanent ink and some, you know, I mean, I'll just have to wait and see after I do it whether I like it or not. But I have Barn Door, Worn Lipstick, Spiced Marmalade, Wild Honey, Peeled Paint, Broken China, Faded Jeans, and Dusty Concord. So, and it's just so simple. I'm just going to take my stamp and just, and this one is a very light color, so the stamp off is not very big. So I'm going to just go ahead and tap it each time. With your darker colors, a lot of times it's good to stamp twice because you get, you'll get a darker color and then a lighter color, but this is light all on its own. So enough of that one. Let's just go to the next one. And this one's orange also, but a different shade of orange. And this is all you do. Now, you could make one where you could cut little strips of fun foam. And if you don't have a pencil eraser to use, you know, you can just cut a little strip of fun foam and glue it to a piece of cardboard. And then just use that as your stamp. The only thing with that is, well, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I was going to say is you could, if you want, you can put like 2 or 3 or 10 or whatever little tiny strips on there. And the only thing wrong with that is that then when you tap that into your inks, what's going to happen is the whole thing is going to have some form of pattern, even if it's just a plain old messy pattern. But the whole thing is going to, you're going to have like a pattern of one color. And even if you put them over top of each other, you know, it may or may not work very well. So I like kind of the individual, because to me, it looks more like the Funfetti. And so, and it doesn't have to, when you tap it, it doesn't need to be perfect. Let's put some purple on here. It just needs to get some color on the paper. And this would be really great to put it on a tag, to put it on, you know, like as a backing on, oh, wouldn't it be pretty for a birthday card? Especially a little kid's birthday card. You just put this on the back of the card and maybe cut a cute little picture out of a storybook that may be, you know, an older falling apart storybook that you have. And you want to turn it too so that your little things aren't always going the same way. Turn the paper or turn the turn your pencil. And then just literally don't really think about it. Just kind of try and find a space that is kind of empty. But if you go over top of it, well, when you put them on a cake, they don't all just fall individually in their own little spot. So it's okay if they overlap each other in some way. But I just think that this is a fun project. And like I said, a birthday card, it'd look really cute for a birthday card. It doesn't have to be for a little kid. But I think it would look really nice for a kid's card. I just think that these are so cute. So, and if you don't want to cut your eraser, if that is something that you think, you know, you don't want to mess with an X-Acto knife, then I'm going to show you what we'll do. If you just have all you need is a pencil and some inks and some tissue paper. See, and this one does, because this red is so dark, it stamps off really nicely. Like stamping off is like getting a second stamp, or a ghost print, they call it too. Stamping off is, you know, kind of like, okay, I want to make sure that I don't have any more red on there because next I'm going to get yellow. That's really what stamping off is, but there we go. So I think that right there, I think I just put ink on there. So let's get it off. There. So doesn't that just look so cute and really pretty? And look at how simple that was. It's been like maybe, you know, 5-6 minutes and we have that completely done. And you can make all different sorts of them and have them set aside. Now this, and it's also great for scraps. So this is just, I had, you know, how your white tissue paper comes all folded up. Well, I had obviously cut it, and this was what I had left over, was just this little bit. But that would be the great size for tags. That would cover a tag or center on a card. And it also usually soaks through like that. So put a piece of paper under there, but don't forget you can keep that paper and use that for something. And so you don't want to cut your pencil, or you're in a really big hurry. Just use the regular end of a pencil. Now it's kind of hard for me to see here where I'm at because I'm seeing all of this in the background. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put this under here because it'll go through and it will get on that piece underneath, and that's okay because then I can use that for something else. But yeah, you can tear it up and use it in collage. You can use it as a background and then do some stamping on the front of it. And you could do it in more, you know, muted colors for something that would be vintage instead of, you know, bright colors like we have here. So the bright colors, to me, they look like funfetti. And so that's why I just wanted to do that. But it's just so fast and so simple. And, you know, you don't have to go as fast as I'm going, but I kind of do like to go fast. Mostly because to stop me from thinking. It's supposed to be very random, and if I take my time, it'll be like, oh, I think I need one right there, and maybe right there, and you know that, and then you wind up with this something that looks on the order of a pattern, where you really just want it to look random. And you know, I do kind of want to fill up the spaces, but it doesn't take long to look and see a piece of white and stamp into that area. There we go. Let's get some purple in here. And then this one will be done. And again, with the darker colors, you can definitely get more than one spot out of it. And as you get towards the end, you may need to slow down just a little bit so that you're not just completely overlapping every one of them. And you may want to, when you're done, look and see, is there a place where you kind of want to fill it in because there's nothing there. But there we go. So like, let's say right here, there's not a whole lot. So let's just do a set of 3 right there. And then let's grab a little bit of, let's go with the dark blue. We haven't done that one yet on this piece. And just kind of fill in the empty spots. There. So there we go. Let's see. The video says 12 minutes. And in 12 minutes, we have made a stamp, found something to stamp, and made 2 pieces of funfetti tissue paper. And it didn't take any time at all. So I just think that this is really a fun project. And this is quite a quick video today, but there's a lot going on. Actually, I'm getting ready for Christmas. You'll see this next week when Christmas is already over. But so I hope that you all had a wonderful Christmas. I hope that you have a happy new year. Thank you very much for stopping by. I really do appreciate you. And I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.